Right, well, ladies and gents, welcome to Saturday morning. It is the 4th of September now, and I'm back in the workshop because it is a horrendous day out there. I don't know if you can hear it. Probably not very well, but yeah, it's Storm Amy has come through. I thought it was the other week, but anyway, it's rattling this country again, so not ideal. First job of today is put some wind in that tyre because it's flat. I've just released, or will be releasing a couple of videos. One, well, the last couple of recently have been the list of D that's in a million pieces, engine block. I know a lot of people aren't really that interested in the list of D, but hey, it's just a video for you guys to watch. And to be honest, it's more of a memory thing for me in a few years' time, because obviously my old man's been helping us a bit, and my mate's been helping us a bit, and then I've been messing around. So there will be another video of it, but that'll be it hopefully, well, for you guys, but we might get some pleasure out of it. Big girl, I don't think I'll be doing anything with her this year, or this winter. She's up and running at the minute, touch wood. She will go to work. The only problem I've really got is that flaming flat tyre. The accelerator, there's an air leak in it, so it's just messing around a minute a little bit. Apart from that, she's alright, so we'll leave that as it is, and I'll probably save a few quid at the same time. I have started on the hedge cutting, as you've seen as well. Hedge cut is parked on the other side of the wall there, and I've just changed the flails round, apart from I need to go back out and change them a little bit. Don't really want to know if I want to go out there. So anyway, yeah, we'll see what today brings, I suppose. Right, I just had a quick walk up here just to see what's happening with weather, because those poplars aren't in great shape, and there's an oak over there, it's not in great shape, but they're still stood. But that says it all. Poor Chilly, stood there, head down. Backside set wind and the rain, and even our show jumps have fallen over this morning, fallen over, blown over. So yeah, it's a pretty miserable day to be fair. It's just started raining as well. We're gonna have a bad winter again. I'm hoping not, because we've got enough grass. Hey, the joys there. Right, just going down to the hayfield. I've got a topper on the back. Teagle, which is 8 foot or something. So I've offset it, so if you look at the mirror, she sticks out. I was going to do it with the mirror, but it's folded in. So yeah, it's a bit offset that way, just so I don't have quite so many tyre marks. I want to try and run over the top of this hayfield just to knock it down a bit. I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to be taking off with this topper, so really wants to flail over it. My mate's got the flail, and well, I can't be asked to go and get it, but I've got this. To be fair, topper will be quicker than the flail. Just what goes tight, so I think we'll have about 2 or 3 inches, well, 3 or 4 inches of grass left, but it should be less than what's there now. Right, so done a few rounds. I've literally just been going round and round in circles like a teddy bear, because it's a lot easier, especially with topper. Yeah, it's doing a job. It's spreading not too bad, to be honest, but it's surprising how much sedge grass there is, or reed grass. There's definitely lumps of it. It's worse over there with the watery bit is, the wetter bit is. So it's doing a good job. So it's only taking a few inches off in most of it. So I want, and then to say reed grass on top, knocking down. Should do a nice little job for the winter. Yeah, this is the real sedgy bit. Look at it, topper grinding its way through. But yeah, it seems to be a lot in here this year. Generally it does a better job with the hay mower, taking them right down to the bottom, but I don't risk putting that hay mower through this again because I don't want it to blow up. And I've got the topper on, so there you go. The other thing is as well, if you do it with the hay mower, you should have with like lines, well, like a swath, funny enough. And well, that's not going to do much in winter time for rotting away. apart from possibly flood off. But this should be a lot better down here. A little more spread out, a little less in a line, so yeah, it should be right. Look at it. Whoa. Right, job done. I should really do this banking at some point as well, but yeah. Yeah, job done. All done down there. You can see up here it's not taking a huge amount off. But it's about all it's cut off, the rest of it to be fair. But I was taking the regrasses down. It's left a little bit of a line of grass, but that should disappear. There's a bit more down that far end, but to be fair, if the winter carries on like it is flooding, it won't be a problem. It'll all have disappeared off down that way. Right, first job this morning is deliveries again. So that's one load. I've already done one load as well, so that's second load. But this corner is emptied already, so just started on that stack over that side. I'm just hoping we don't go through too much too quick. But here's what it is. Can't do much about it. Everybody's in the same boat, so we'll carry on. Oh, where's she gone now? I was going to show her. She's still here. I'm fairly sure she's been here about a year now, being called autumn, and we are in autumn. But yeah, she survived, surprisingly, because well, she sits on everything and under everything, and yeah, I don't know how she survived, to be honest. Deaf as a post. Anyway, right. High-tech door back, and then we'll carry on. Right, another little job I want to do while I've got a day free is get this school out and pull the big trailer on the back of it and move the big trailer out. It's a nice dry day. Big girl's not going to get wet, so I'll be happy. She actually needs a bit of a wash because there's still bloody, well, I'm hoping it's mice poo on it, but whatever it was in the field. They've been scampering around on the bonnet, which is not ideal. So anyway, yeah, so just letting her hair up. She's halfway there, and then we'll just go into the field around the corner, into the field behind the workshop. Right, so we're hitched up. Tell you what, there's some weight in front of that trailer just on its own. Tyres have got a bit of bulge on already, and then got a load on it. So to be fair, I should really get rid of this trailer as well. It's too far a gap between the front axle and the drawbar on the tractor. You can get a lot of weight on, as you can probably see as well. You don't actually sit level either. It's nose down onto the trailer. Something's been nesting up there as well. I know it hasn't. Board's giving up. Trailer itself's alright, to be fair. But it's just a bit too big for what I need now. It was bought for some land I had about 5 miles away. Sorry, that's kind of annoyed some people, but yeah, it's bought for some land that was about 5 miles away, which I don't have anymore. And a big trailer that would have meant I could have done one load, because trying to get over what is the main road between two towns is an arse. So yeah, bought that for that job. But in fact, I had a high-ab on as well. Some of you remember high-ab, but we won't put high-ab on. I'd only got it so it reached to about here, and you couldn't get to the front of the trailer, so I slipped up on that. Anyway, just throwing a strap over the top of these two bits of plastic, just so I don't want to move. I'm only going around the houses and end up about 100 yards that way. But, yeah, I don't particularly want anything falling off, so we'll pick my little makeshift stand up, if she will, because she'll be buried in the floor now. Yeah, I say nothing quite fits this thing. So, anyway, right, let me get this up with two hands and then we'll set off. Right, before it stops, every year that's like the valve chamber to let the air into the chambers, which is on the other side. Every year I've just set off, I've just dragged it this far, but that always sticks, so I've constantly make sure that it's actually working. But it's just released all the brakes on the chambers, so that's a good sign. So we should be now ready to roll. Well, we can roll, but roll a bit easier. So, parked it down here, tried to hide it behind the bit of hedge that's there, but I think Bossman wants to take it off, so yeah, oops, wants to take the hedge down. But anyway, the rest of it should go over there hopefully. We just don't really have anywhere to keep it for 365 days a year, so I end up moving it around. But there you go. Bit of fudging around this morning. After I moved the trailer, I came in and made like a mess. I did my hubs finally because they were on the list of stuff to do when I did the gearbox and the engine oil, but I never got around to doing these, basically because the air brakes come on and then you can't spin the wheel, and I seem to have a fair leak on my air, so by the time I've done one side you've kind of got to start her up again. But anyway, both sides of them done. Good job, they were clean. There was a little bit of flake in this side. This side? No, the other side. Yeah, it was the other side, there was a bit of flake in it, but I don't think it was too much. Not too concerned about it, especially for the amount of hours that the old girl actually does. But yeah, not too bad. I've had a bit of a shifty around with stuff, and I bought a new toolbox, so I've just been putting some tools into that. Lister-wise, I've put in the 3 rings, piston rings. They all sit really nicely. They all sit as they should be. And I also picked out the oil seal ring as well, which I didn't realise came out until I was at my mate's the other day. And he said it comes out, so that was stuck in as well. And I broke that into about 1 million pieces. Well, not 1 million, I think I broke it into 2. Yeah, that's it. So that snapped as well because that was seized in, the last chunk of it. So yeah, good job done really. So I put them valves in as well this morning, so that's done. I need to next get that crankshaft into the freezer and get it shrunk, I think. And then I need to get a blowtorch on the inner side of that bearing, or the new bearing, just to open it up a little bit. And hopefully it should slot on rather than trying to press it on the rest of it. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one. And then once the big bearing turns up, I can get both bearings on there. I put the crank back into the block and start building the back up. Because she is going to run at some point. I hope so anyway. So anyway, right. Bit of a weird, wonderful afternoon, but there you go. Right, I shall say thank you very much, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Right, my ladies and gents, welcome to Thursday morning. 15th, something like that. Anyway, just in here doing a bit of tidying up with Sanson. We're going to bring the 698 back in. I'm just doing a bit of tree work at the moment, you'll see in a minute, but just bringing the 698 back in. I've just cleaned floor out for the lad, and we're about to do the hub seal, hopefully, on the 698. I'm going to show you in a minute. But, so I'm just change buckets over for forklift and scrape top wood off the floor, because this is when I logged, it was all the willow that was piled up down here that I logged up, and there's still bits left over. But to be fair, it's been mopping up some of the oil that the old girl's been dropping on the floor. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, that's that. We've just had some replacement solar panels put up because these ones were rubbish. Apparently they've failed. So we've just got a new lad on the yard who's actually a Sparky. So we've just put up, you haven't seen very well, but some new panels up there. So yeah, they're the old ones, except the lads that put it on have forgotten that pallets don't all have open sides on them. It's a bit like that one, but and I've just caught one, so I've just shattered it. I can just hear it clicking as it's obviously working its way down. Never mind. So if anyone wants some cheap panels, apparently he said that they've the seal on the edge has gone. They're a cheap panel. Right, so 698. I think I told you before, we did a load of work to this old girl a couple of years ago. I think it was 18 months ago, 2 years ago. We changed the front diff in it because it was clicking and cracking and all sorts when we were doing the hay. So I took the front PTO shaft off and it was fine. But basically she's got limited slip in the front and it was mullered. Basically because this is on, I think. Anyway, I managed to find a second-hand one, but Unfortunately, that doesn't sound very happy either. But what we've got at the minute, you can see she's only been packed up half an hour or so, but that seal's gone in there. I'm not entirely sure now if it's the hub seal or the axle seal. I think it's probably the hub seal that's gone, so it's chucking oil out, that is no tomorrow. She's probably been working half an hour this morning and she's already let a bit out. So yeah, I'm gonna get her back where she lives, get her jacked up, and that wheel's coming off hopefully. And no, I don't need that in a minute. Yeah, hopefully lad's gonna come and do it. Just hope he can get up and down the ground, up and down off the floor, right? Right, so just a bit of messing around before I go for a brew. Boss and I had said we'd meet up to finish this willow tree off after brew time, so I've just picked up the lug splitter from down there, because I think that's all I'm going to split this year, to be honest. Whatever comes now can be for next year's. And I've also brought down the topper as well. It was on the back of this tractor after the other day's topping, so that can go back up on the trailer on there so it doesn't completely rot over winter. And yeah, that'll be a grand job. I've got no forks in the forklift in a minute, so I've got a bucket because I might need it for this willow tree. But yeah, getting on alright. Well, I've now done it all now, so I kind of missed out, but trailer full of brass. So it's now coming. This willow tree down here had shed a branch out basically. It's down there. There you can see me. Hello. So yeah, this willow tree down here shed a branch out. Not a massive branch, but it would have been a eighth of it. But so yeah, we've magically gone up there and got squared off, and I'm just about to go chain this bit up, but you can see what size of an area it was taking up, all this bit down here right around. So yeah, it's a good job. I can get it to drain a bit easier. And I just said to Bossman I'll probably put flail out. I'll get a flail and just mash all this up, because trying to get it picked up will be an arse. So the plan is now just to put boom out, chain down there, and just chain it up. I'm not gonna have enough. I'm not going long enough. So yeah, simple. Try and make it as easy as possible, because I've done enough brass dragging and timber moving in my life to, well, for anyone to be fair. So right, chain them. Well, I reckon that's slightly unconventionally done, but what did I say? If it's on, it's gone. Right, at lunchtime, near enough done. So we'll throw the flail mower through this because it's all stuck in the ground. It's been down since June, July time, so to be fair, the ditch is a bit of a mess anyway. But there's some elderberries there I want to pull out at some point, be it with the tractor or the digger. To be fair, with tractor I'll do it with 698, because if anything smacks the back end of the tractor, I'm not too worried. I don't want to damage my New Holland. So they're only, what, 10 foot high, so should pop out the chain, and yeah, we'll take forklift back. Done. Alright, morning ladies and gents, welcome to the 21st of October. Should say it's actually Tuesday morning. And well, we're definitely getting to winter mode. It's quite cool with the wind. We've had about 21 mil of rain in the last 4 days, so we're starting to get damp, which is not great. But we are on with the 698. One of the seals down here started leaking, but we weren't sure if it was from the hub side of it or if it was from the axle side of it. So I let it workshop next to me, sticking it apart again, to try and stop it leaking, because basically it was all just pouring out from down here, down the wheel. So if you did a run up the lane, I don't know if you can see it on there, it's on the inside. If you did a run up the lane, you'd just get the inside absolutely soaking wet. Actually, you can kind of see it. You see the patches there. Not sure very well, but yeah, she was leaking fairly well. So as we get into winter, and we're going to need her for the muck heap, it needed done. The plan was, when we did do the diff, was we were actually going to get rid of her, but unfortunately I think the accountants have got hold of the job, and well, we're having to fix it. Otherwise we'd have fixed these seals when we took the axle off in the first place, because the whole axle came out before to get the diff out. Anyway, it is what it is. She's having problems because of this. As my mate says, the tractors were never designed to have loaders on them. That's why they were built. When you start looking at the size of her axles and kingpins and steering and stuff, you understand why compared to them. Anyway, right. Tuesday morning, so that means deliveries, bins and grass cutting. Right, last few on. It's disappearing a little bit. Oh, hang on. A bit better. Stack's disappearing a bit. Anyway, supervisor's under the trailer. How I haven't run her over, I have no idea. Right, let's try and get her out. Right, my ladies and gents, welcome to Wednesday morning, I think. Yeah, Wednesday morning, 29th or something. Yeah, just taking 6 and 8 on the lane. I've got some hay bales to take out that I made this summer from the field where the MB track was doing the tedding and had the drone up. So yeah, that's not too bad. And all it's doing is just running down the road a little bit to some horsey lot. So there's 4 bales, so pull them out of the barn, 2 on the grab at a time, and yeah, easy enough. Right, that's 1 bale into the shed, somewhere down there, you see it. So easy enough with grab, just stick it in and roll it over a little bit. But yeah, right, that's 4 bales dropped off, 3 on the other place and 1 here, so happy days, back to the estate. Right, a bit of gear moving as well, so out of the winter field. Rakes here, just brought that down, and balers here as well. So just trying to get the field ready for turnout, but I'm also trying to leave that bit of hedge there free because I want to get hedge cutter in it. Well, Bossman does anyway. So, there's just my, well, there's actually the Arctic trailer and the Muller Mittel Unimog trailer. Just come down, and then that is it for down here.